have you react to a popular YouTube creator?
I don't know that much about YouTube creators, but it's never too late to learn about new ones, right?
I'm excited.
You know, I don't watch YouTube anymore. I'm like a long gone YouTuber.
Not a TikToker?
Not a TikToker.
Now I'm getting nervous. That's all I know. I only know TikTok.
It's no secret that carnivals exist to make money. And to do that most effectively, they employ a bunch of little tricks
This guy looks familiar.
to make you overestimate your chances of winning. So today I'm going to tell you which games are the biggest ripoffs and the scientific reasons why.
Oh, okay, I love these.
What do you think about that concept for a video?
I think that's genius. I've never really thought that deeply, but I feel like I'm gonna actually learn something, and then the next time I go to play games at like a carnival or whatever, I'm gonna be the smartest one there. Are you kidding?
Let me reiterate that as a carnival owner, the most lucrative games are those which the customers overestimate their chances of success. No game is a better example of that than the ladder climb.
Okay, I never managed to win these because they always definitely seem rigged.
I mean, don't play those. Like, you're gonna waste money, I'm sorry.
Let's pretend this is you, and if you shrunk all the weight of your body down to the average location, we call that spot the center of mass, which we'll mark with this dot. In the case of the ladder game, you're only connected at one point, so even though it looks wide because of the ladder rungs, that area of support reduces down to a line. So if you don't keep your center of mass directly above that line, you will start to rotate.
Yeah, you have to keep your center of mass, and then you have to like balance on both sides. If you don't, you lose.
To win this game, you basically need to be able to crawl across a tightrope. But once you've had enough practice, this is the one game at the carnival that's basically all skill, so you can win every time and clean them out. Unfortunately, the carnival owners know this, which is why it's also the only game with this super lame caveat.
So what, you're gonna scam them out of what, like a monkey toy?
I mean, obviously carnival games aren't put there to be easy. You know, you have to lose to be able to try harder and, and then win the game and really focus. But with more practice and understanding, you can succeed.
I know the trick behind it, but it's obviously a little harder to balance your center of mass than said. I've never accomplished that one.
Okay, I swear I've seen him before. I probably watched a video. It's probably been suggested to me.
What do you think about the content?
The way he explains it is nice. It's nice and simple. He's not going too overcomplicated. I think it's very informative. It's pretty cool.
This is a bird feeder, and everything to my left is my attempt at making it squirrel-proof.
Oh my gosh.
If they want the bird seed, they will first need to pass through what is basically an 8-part Ninja Warrior obstacle course for squirrels. This course is extremely challenging. It is not for the timid of heart.
I've seen this one. This video was really cool.
But out of the gate, I will admit that in hindsight, that I completely underestimated my adversary. So he hops back on, and he's actually doing better than his first attempt.
Squirrels are insane.
This is the best because he's like, okay, I got this.
But he could easily climb back. Okay, never mind. He's
don't.
struggling.
I mean, this is what squirrels live for, climbing and jumping and, hunting for their acorns or whatever.
Go, squirrel, you can do it.
Now on to
You
the
can do
Slinky
it.
Bridge of Deception. And this
The
is
Slinky
sleeper
Bridge.
obstacle in my book. That is not a large gap, which they can easily jump, but having the Slinky there just threw them off somehow. You can see how much Frank is struggling here, and he's the brave one.
Yep, smart.
Oh, wow, that's crazy. I mean, yeah, I don't know how the long jump is for squirrels. I don't know how far they can go, but if maybe the obstacle course was spread out into a bigger sense, that squirrel never would have gotten that food.
That's like Ninja Warrior, but for squirrels. I love that video. I love squirrels.
Those were a couple popular videos from the engineer, inventor, and YouTube creator Mark Rober, who is known for his innovative and science-based videos, which have become immensely popular, gaining tens of millions of views each. So before YouTube, Mark was an engineer with NASA for 9 years, where he spent several years working on the Curiosity rover. Since he always had a love for science and experiments, he's done a few very large-scale tests and even set some world records. So we have a couple of those videos to show you.
I love when engineers make these cool contraptions and go through all the sciencey stuff with you, because I'm not a science person, but it's really interesting to learn to see them make this. So I'm like, how do you even do that? But then it makes sense when they're an engineer. You're like, okay, you're smarter than most people, but
We're gonna answer possibly the longest standing question from my childhood. What would it be like to actually belly
what is
flop
this?
in a pool
That
of
looks
Jello?
gross.
But before we do that, I want
What
to
is
talk
he
about
in?
what we actually had to go through for the past 6 months to pull this off. From our experiments, we learned that Jello always got firm
Jello!
as long as the mixture got hotter than 160 degrees Fahrenheit. So we decided we could scale this
What?
up by using 6 55-gallon drums with a custom propane burner underneath and a spigot.
Oh my
we
gosh,
welded to
this
the
looks
side.
so
But more
fun.
on
That's
that
a
later.
lot
The plan was
of
to start
Jello.
7 days before the party and
That's
fill
a
the
waste
pool
of
with
Jello.
an average of 10 barrels every day. And so we woke up Saturday morning with a forecast for a warm
Yo,
sunny day.
that is
and we pulled off the
ridiculous.
tarp
There's
to find
so
a pool
much Jello
filled
in
with
there. I hope
actual
nobody
freaking
ate it afterwards,
Jello.
because that's just gross if you have people jumping in there. I like the ripple slow-mo effect.
He's not going through the Jello. That was cool. They put enough gelatin in there.
No way, and he didn't like sink through. He literally like flopped over it.
We're casting for a little kid to jump in to a pool of Jello. Don't try this at home, kids. That's crazy, though. I love that. I want to do that.
This is this type of stuff that I watch at 3 a.m. I would gladly sit through this at 3 a.m.
This is Fletcher. And this is also Fletcher a year before this call. But unbeknownst to everyone at the time, also pictured here under all that amazing hair was a fast-growing brain tumor.
Oof.
Such a funny kid, and I was so inspired by his hopeful attitude that after talking
I saw
for an
this one.
hour,
This one I
secretly
saw.
vowed that if he made it to 13
I
years
hope he's
old,
doing well.
I would fly him and his family out and surprise him with just the dopest birthday party ever. But what he didn't know is that plans were already underway for him and I to take
Where
back
are
the
they,
record
Oklahoma?
for the world's largest elephant toothpaste. After 8 months of planning and so much work by so many people, the coolest birthday present I've ever given anybody came down to this moment.
Oh, is that the thing that explodes outwards and it looks really gnarly?
Such a random idea, but an amazing cause. I love that.
Oh my gosh.
Oh? Where do they even get like the space to do this? Like, that's just crazy.
Oh, okay, yeah. Those are cool. I've never seen one of that scale, but that's freaking cool. That truck, though. But that poor truck. Why is it parked over there? Oh my goodness.
The truck. Whoa!
I would love to do that, but I would not want to clean that up. Like, that was bigger than the truck. Did you see that? That was like 3 times the circumference of that giant truck.
I knew our structure weighed over a ton, so I just didn't consider that the reaction could lift the whole thing
Right.
5 feet into the freaking air.
Yeah.
And in NASA, that's what we refer to as a critical oversight.
At least he acknowledges it. He's like, that was way, crazier than I thought.
That is gonna be a pain and a half to wash off that car, and that just looks gross. That's not something I want on my car, but that's really cool. That's just like a giant science experiment.
Alright, so one series that Mark is well known for is his Glitterbomb trilogy, which started in 2018 when he wanted to think of a creative prank for Porch pirates that were stealing packages in his neighborhood. After the initial video did so well, he made upgrades to the device and more videos each following year. So, we have the clips from Glitterbomb 3.0 to show you.
I guess I've seen the videos of this guy. I just never remembered his name or paid attention to his name.
This is why his voice sounds so familiar, because I watched all of those videos. There was like a whole different series of them. I watched all of them. And of course, it was at like 2 a.m.
This guy stole my package from a Porch, and he's about to open it in his house. Hello. But what he doesn't know is that this is the 3rd generation of a new and improved custom-built vape package that's recording him on 4 different
freaking
phones and
package
just
thieves.
released a pound of the world's finest glitter, along with some other nasty surprises. For starters, we updated the outer casing, this time going for more of
Wow.
a Cybertruck aesthetic. You can sort of see the evolution from year to year right here. And this year, you'll see not 1, not 2, but 4 canisters of fart spray. Our very first box was taken at night.
Keep exchange, you filthy animal.
And apparently, they didn't seem to appreciate the name calling or the quality engineering. Because in the morning, this is what we found.
Dang! You're the one that stole it! Damn!
These guys had suspicions, so they took it outside to open it.
No way.
I love that.
See, that's ridiculous. The fact that you're stealing packages in front of your kids. I'm sorry. You deserve that.
Is that a mom? She's with our kid. Let me steal a package today.
That is so clever, and like this guy, obviously this is his life, so he's always thinking of new ways to impress people or, give them a good laugh.
He must have put a lot of money into constructing one of these, because that's not cheap, all the stuff he put in there. I love that they also kind of have those things similar for people to send for birthday cards. It's like when they open it, it's just like
Alright, so as of filming this episode, Mark has over 16 million YouTube subscribers. He does not have a very consistent schedule, but tends to upload a new video every month or so, yet his fans are always excited when he releases a video. What do you think it is about his content that has led him to be so viral and connect to so many people?
I guess it's like very unique. Like, you don't see this kind of stuff on the internet all the time because like not everyone knows how to do it. Like, they might be able to like think of an idea, but he's actually able to like take action and get it done because, you know, with his engineering background and knowing how like a lot of stuff works and able to actually design a lot of this stuff.
He has that voice that you just get dragged into whatever he has to say. Like, you know this man is smart. You hear him speak and you're just like, please tell me more. Tell me everything.
I don't even know this guy, Mark, but like it seemed nostalgic to me. This reminded me of old YouTube, and it's like clean cut, the way it's laid out, intro, event, like fun event. It's like a science experiment.
You know, he has gotten, you know, to connect with so many different audiences, and people are so excited to see his stuff because he's very well spoken, for one. You know, he's put in these very lit spots where, you know, it's easy to watch, it's easy to see. He explains everything, and any kid that's interested in, you know, creating anything is like, wow, like, let me watch this. It's easy to watch. He explains everything. He shows everything. And, you know, it ends up being kind of like a quirky prank or like a quirky, you know, Jello in a pool. I think what it is everyone's so eager to see what that surprise is in the end.
Finally, what experiment would you want to see him do next?
I'm obsessed with these packages. I feel like people have to be like, don't steal packages from this house. Like, just don't do it. I get packages stolen sometimes. I would love that.
He's already using ideas that I would probably like never even think of, like, oh yeah, let's try this, or oh yeah, let's do that.
I was thinking like those robots that basically take your food to you. I've seen them like on campuses before. I would love for him to maybe create one himself, you know, explain how that works, because my friends and I will always be driving by campus and they have like these little robots crossing the streets with like, you know, GPS and everything, and then they go deliver food to students. And I would love to see him like explain that, because I feel like he would have really good insight.
Thanks for watching this episode of Adults React.
Which creator should we react to next? Let us know in the comments.
Don't forget to subscribe for more episodes like this one.
Bye everyone.